In the beginning, it was nothing but a dream. A collection of colonies on the edge of a wild continent. Fragile. Divided. Vulnerable. With little more than hope, grit, and revolutionary fire, they fought. The Revolutionary War was not about land or wealth. It was about freedom. And from the ashes of that war, a nation emerged, young, wounded, but fiercely independent. The land that would one day call itself the United States was born not with power, but with rebellion. Surrounded by rival powers, threatened by internal division, and burdened with debts. But in the face of chaos, it adapted. It expanded westward. In the 19th century, factories rose like temples, and cities erupted with life. Immigrants poured in by the millions, Italians, Irish, Germans, Chinese, all chasing a single idea, the American dream. It harnessed the land, tamed the rivers, and carved railroads across the plains. In 1776, they rose against an empire, the most powerful in the world. Not as a desperate survivor, but as a fresh force. In just a few short months, it tipped the balance of power. And when the war ended, the world noticed. At first, the United States was weak. From the Pacific to the beaches of Normandy, American soldiers fought, not just for their nation, but for a world drowning in tyranny. Asia was scarred. But America had emerged untouched, unmatched, and unchallenged. Factories back home became arsenals. The economy exploded. The war ended, and the United States stood tall, of science. Of fear. The United States raced to the moon. It built satellites, missiles, and the internet. It shaped global finance, global culture, and global war. Its corporations spread across borders. Its music echoed in every corner of the earth. Silicon Valley. Wall Street. Harvard. The U.S. shaped the modern world not just with weapons, but with ideas. Democracy. Evolving. And rising again, no matter how many times it falls. Capitalism. Freedom of speech. It exported more than goods, it exported identity. Not just as a victor, but as a leader. Technology leapt forward. Cars. Radios. Airplanes. And with every invention, America's influence grew. Industry was its weapon. Steel. Coal. Oil. That dream gave the nation its soul. It wasn't perfect. There was pain. Civil war. And guided, always, by a belief that the future can be better and that it can lead the way. Banks collapsed. Families broke. Dreams faded. It was the darkest hour. Yet from the rubble, America did not surrender. It rebuilt. Stronger. Smarter. United by a promise that tomorrow could be better than today. Bloodshed. Slavery. But through struggle, it evolved. The Civil War almost shattered the nation. Yet, in the end, it united it. The scars remained, but so did the lessons. Then came the 20th century. While Europe burned in the fires of World War I, the United States watched, waited, and then entered. By the 1920s, America was no longer a young country, it was a rising titan. Jazz echoed through the cities. Skyscrapers kissed the clouds. But power always brings challenges. The Great Depression hit like a hammer. Then came World War II. This time, the world did not wait. Europe was in ruins. Then came the Cold War. For decades, it was a war of minds. And while the Soviet Union collapsed, the United States remained. But power is not just about armies and economics. It is about influence. Hollywood. Today, the United States remains a giant, flawed, complex, divided, but undeniably powerful. It is a nation that rose from rebellion. That was built by immigrants. Forged in conflict. Strengthened by innovation. Its strength does not come from being perfect. Its strength comes from never stopping. From changing. That is how the United States became a superpower. Not overnight. but over centuries. Through fire, through failure, through fear. And through the unbreakable will of its people.